All right, so we're online. Hello, guys. This is me, Rahul Shashi, from Garage4Hackers, and our webcast for the day is Cooking an APT in Paranoid Way. The author is Lawrence Martin from Spain. Uh, so who are we? I'm just going to give a quick introduction to the community Garage4Hackers. We were a bunch of amateur hackers in 2007. So we're online. Hello, guys. This is me, Rahul Shashi, from Garage4Hackers, and so we started as an awkward community in 2007, where we started publishing our researchers' discussions and all those sort of things. And later in 2010, we moved as a forum. We registered a forum called Garage4Hackers, where now we start all the discussions and all the researchers happens in this online community. So some of the achievements I have to highlight from the community side is we have almost 4,000 registered members right now. So all the registered members we call Garage members, with around 8,000 technical contents. Then we have a lot of people participating in bug bounty programs, and we have our names included in Google, Yahoo, Facebook, all these bug bounty programs. We've been listed in these websites from 2012. We have a good number of CV IDs because we have a lot of people from fuzzing browsers, and a good number of CV IDs are in the name of Garage4Hackers and the members. We have a lot of awesome technical presentations, I would say 0 days, which we discuss in the forum, and later we have seen these exploits going public after we already discussed them. So we have so we just don't concentrate on just the application side or just the computer side. We even look into things like biometrics, lockpicking, cable TV networks, data cards, and anything which has got technology involved. We try to break into it, we try to research into it, and we try to make the information public. We do release a lot of tools, scripts, and techniques which are used for vulnerability assessments and exploitations. So all the work we do over here are free. We do contribute to a lot of web CTS and other things. And the Ranchoddas webcast series is one among the contributions which we are trying to give back to the community. So I would like to thank the sponsors for these events, HITB Security Conference and Backspace. HITB is one of the biggest security conferences which happens in Malaysia and Amsterdam. And Backspace is our hosting partner, which all the contents which we want to put online goes on Backspace servers. And we would also like to thank our media sponsors, the Hackers News and the Hackers Online Club. So you can check out the core members over here at this page. I'm going to transfer the talk to Lawrence, and he would give. All right, Lawrence, you're live.
Okay, let me share my screen if I find the way. Okay, here. So, well, not here. Screen, entire screen. Okay, sharing. I don't know if you see my desktop now.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. And my camera also, right? Okay. So, well, first of everything, thanks a lot, Rahul, for inviting me. This presentation has been given in Spanish, I don't know, 2 times, I think. And are you listening? Because my camera is off. Do you see it? Hello.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yes, now finally. I don't know if you see my webcam.
That's fine. That's fine. You can actually play your presentation and it would be online.
Okay, perfect. So, as I said before, this presentation has been given in Spanish twice, and one of them was in Argentina the last time, where I have I have spent some time with Rahul. I have been in Eco Party last time in 2012, the same than Rahul, same time. So this presentation is called Cooking an APT in the Paranoid Way. I have called this way, and you will see why, because APT, Advanced Persistent Threat, is something really interesting subject and very, very new, in very marketing use, wide use term. And well, this presentation starts with this kind of music because doing in a paranoid way is some kind of impossible mission, right? But well, that's it. This is the mission, impossible mission music, and this is something I like to do always in my presentations to set video and music. Well, with Rahul, we met, as I said before, in Eco Party in Argentina. This time, Rahul has filmed, has recorded everything or almost everything he has done in Argentina with a GoPro webcam. In this part, we were in a traffic jam going to the speakers. The speakers dining, VIP speakers dining, and we were sharing the cab, the taxi. And as he paid this taxi, and he told me, "Hey, Lorenzo, I would like you to invite you to Garage4Hackers. So, well, I owe you the half of the taxi, so because you paid. So, okay, I mean, I have to accept this invitation. Now, this is a joke, and it's a very a big pleasure to be here. And so, thanks, Rahul, for inviting me. For those who don't know who I am, I'm Lorenzo Martinez. I am from Spain. Even Rahul thought that I was from Argentina before, but I'm from Spain. I'm Spanish, and that's you can check this with my perfect English accent made in Spain. And I work for my own company. It's called Securízame. Some kind of translation like harden me or make me harder. And I am a writer, an editor of the security blog called Security by Default. It's a Spanish security blog, but the name is in English. It's nice. It's more nice. I'm also an expert forensic witness. I have to go to trials and to find what happened in some kind of case, or try to help people to go in a trial and to be in front of a judge and all that well, unpleasant sometimes job. You can follow me on Twitter. My personal Twitter login, Securizam is my company's, and Sec by Default is the security blog. Or email after this presentation if you have some question to make. Well, this presentation, this talk, has some background. I would like to introduce it first. This talk happened because we, in my company, have been hired for an APT for a private company to check what could happen in a big corporation. So after we made more or less the same than here, we have generated a real APT situation, a real APT work, okay? And well, we wanted to extract the conclusions and to repeat it in a new scenario, and as you will see. In the case I was talking before, this APT was completely legal because we have papers, signed papers, a contract and everything that allows us to do some kind of stuff. So we'll have nothing to worry about. But, well, after this work, and as I said before, we learned some lessons and we want to extrapolate the results. A friend of mine, Yago Jesus, who was my colleague and my mate to do this work in the private work, okay, told me, hey Lorenzo, why don't you do this exactly in a public place? So first of all, Yago Jesus, tons of thanks for you, because he helped me, he assessed me, he was supporting me all the time for help and for for assessment, and for saying me, go ahead and you are going to achieve this. Okay. So what I was going to do was very hard and illegal. So the idea was, okay, I need extra help, and I called some people from the e-crime or cybercrime group in Guardia Civil in Spain. Guardia Civil is one of the police in Spain, and they have a explicit unit dedicated to this kind of to analyze this kind of crimes and to pursue the cyber delinquents and that kind of stuff. So I asked, hey, I'm going to do this, or I plan to do this. Can I be, some kind of in jail? Because I will need help to go out of jail. So will you help me? Or if somebody is going to knock in my door, can I call some of your phone to any of your phone, and you will answer and let them know I am not doing anything bad, just for academic purposes? Yes, more or less. Okay. So because what I planned is to do this kind of APT, as I'm a Spanish citizen, I want to go to the ministries and to see exactly how the situation is in Spanish ministries. Okay. So at this point, well, what can I do? What can I do? As a disclaimer, to do this, I have made several irregularities, but not crimes, just irregularities, okay, as the Guardia Civil told me. So I was more or less relaxed. The goal of this talk is purely academic, no other intention. I don't want to offend anybody and make fun on anybody. So, and don't do this at home. That's the paranoid way, okay? So I will not define what an advanced persistent threat is. A lot of vendors have done this before, Kaspersky, Symantec, etc. So I will not sell any kind of antivirus, so I don't care. In this case, I think that the attendant guys who are watching this presentation now are technical people, so you know that advanced persistent threat is some combination of hacking, pure hacking, 0 days, and of course a lot of social engineering. So the first part of this kind of job is the confidentiality. If you want to do this alone, you cannot tell anybody. In my case, I told Yago, it's one of my best friends, so I trust him, and I trust he didn't talk to anybody about this, and otherwise I should have to kill him, and I don't want it, and so it's okay. And confidentiality is something you have to have in mind to do this kind of stuff. You are planning the APT, so first of everything you have to set the target and the profile you are going to fool, okay? The place you are going to hack, in fact. Maybe you are not going to fool the direct person you want. So maybe you don't want, or you are not able to get or to reach the manager directly the guy who has the important information, but you have to get first an entry point who is able or who is connected to this kind of guys, who is in a chain, okay? You have to make up a profile with a believable history, because you are going to hack the brain of people. So to do this, it's important to excite them with something, okay? We will have to create an email address. In fact, we have to create, or I had to create 3 email addresses, because you cannot figure out, if you want to be new in the network, you cannot figure out such an amount of different identities you will have to have, different kind of accounts, different kind of services you will have to use. Make this exercise was incredible, because people like me that are in the internet for more than 15 years, or mostly even 20 years now, is incredible the amount of identities we have created. In this situation, I have created a lot of different services. You will see. We are going to use social network, different social networks, and I have to create different accounts in social networks to have life in the internet. It's important, a suggestion, as much years, as older you have the accounts, it's better, and with different activity, normal activity. So Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, maybe WhatsApp could be interesting to have a new life. You know, you have to create a parallel life to be able to convince somebody you are a person that you, of course, are not. And I have to have a personal website with poisons. This is the beginning of the hacking part, okay? At least it's in the phase of gathering information of your victims. I will explain this from now. So, first of everything, what do you need? What do we need? Okay, because it's important to not find yourself that you didn't plan something and you are in the middle of a weird situation and you don't know how to go out. So in this case, what do we need? I will tell you. As initial materials, of course, a computer. We are doing it in a paranoid way. I don't know the intelligence of my country knock my port. So, or if they do, okay, what they will find is nothing, or a difficult way to find anything. So what I did is encrypt the whole hard disk of the computer I was using to do this. I don't care if you use FileVault, BitLocker, Lux, or even TrueCrypt. If the NSA is the people are going to knock your door, it's not recommended. But anyway, in my point of view, from my point of view, sorry, do it, encrypt it, even with TrueCrypt, or even with different encryption algorithms, different encryption solutions. So your native solution like FileVault or BitLocker or Lux, depending on the operating system you are using, and also use a TrueCrypt volume inside with a very complicated passphrase. We are going to use a disposable live GNU Linux distribution installed, not installed in live way in a virtual machine. So you can everything will be in RAM and everything will be maybe in swap, okay? But it will make it difficult to be, you know, for the if somebody catch you, is more difficult to know what you were doing. Some kind of anti-forensics, okay? We will use at the beginning an external wireless network card to be able to change the MAC address. Please don't use your own or your internal network, okay? Your internal wireless network. Why? Because when you share it with a virtual machine, it's not possible to change the MAC address that way, or at least I was not able to do it. So having an external an external USB card, we will be able to change the MAC address and to be able to not be found. Okay. Well, also we are going to use a random agent spoofer. It's some kind of plugin to be used on Firefox. That way, even your user agent is not going to be what you have. Maybe I will have Internet Explorer using a Firefox on Linux, Icewhistle or something in Kali, for example. KeePassX it will be the solution to encrypt the credentials of all the services you are going to use, or I have used in this case. KeePassX is will create us an encrypted container with all the credentials, and everything will be protected with a huge passphrase also. So more things we need. Here we need a mobile phone. In fact, it's recommended on a smartphone because we are going to use some kind of applications, and a smartphone will be able to do it. So it's important not to go or to call to your normal operator and say, okay, I want a mobile and a smartphone associated with my name and everything. No. We want to be free. We want to be stealth, and we don't want to use something associated directly to my identity, to my real identity. So in my recommendation, you can go to a second-hand shop. Now in Spain are a bunch of them because the economical situation is as it is. So a lot of second-hand shops, and you can buy even new mobile phone not associated with your real ID. In my case, I went to a mobile phones gadget shop. There was a Chinese guy who even was not able to speak very good Spanish, so even it's even better. So I bought it. I was going to buy this one, the one you see with the Hello Kitty, because it was very funny. But maybe if I use this phone for different stuff, I will need something more serious. Okay, so I have bought that model, the Samsung Galaxy Young, but in black. After that, we need a SIM card. Okay, in Spain, of course, we don't want a SIM card associated to my name. So what I done is to buy a prepaid SIM card. The problem is that in Spain, after the terrorist attack in March 11th, some years ago, 2004, I think, it's mandatory to present the Spanish ID, the DNI, every time you want to buy a SIM card, even a prepaid SIM card. So this time I have to do some kind of social engineering in different phone booths to buy it, and in one of them the guy trust me, and I associated this SIM card to a name that of course is not mine, and a Spanish ID that I think that I don't know who belongs, because it was completely invented. So it's okay. Otherwise, maybe we could need to receive some SMS one time to get a one-time password or one-time code to be used to activate some services. So that's the reason we need a mobile phone and a SIM card. Okay. There are some internet services like smsverification.com or receivefreesms.com that they have public numbers that you can use for that, and you can browse in the web pages about the code that has been sent from Hotmail or Google or whoever. Okay. Okay, more stuff we need. We need some kind of email, and as we are going to create some profiles, we don't want to stand out. We want to be in the middle. We want to be a normal person. Okay, we don't want to be a person of interest. You know the series, right? So we want to be a normal person. So the recommended or the suggested accounts are Gmail or Outlook. Will be okay because it's something that a normal person will have. So if you have a Hashmail account or a different a Tor mail account or something, it will be very suspicious, so don't use it. But this kind of services, Gmail or Outlook, will require you to have a phone number or a different account number, a different email account. Sorry. So you can create a Hashmail and use this one. To do this, we are going to do it first in a public place with our USB wireless card. We will have to connect to a public wireless with a random MAC address and in a public place. So please wear very normal clothes, nothing representative, nothing who could make you suspicious. You are in a Starbucks having a coffee, so pay with cash. Don't use your credit card to do this. And of course, if you are able to go to a different city, do it. After that, we will need a Bitcoin wallet, okay? Because we are going to operate with Bitcoins. Bitcoins, you know, it's an internet way to do transferences in a private way. It's more or less a very human definition. And this way, what we need is to have a wallet. I decided to have an online wallet using blockchain. Okay, I created the wallet, and the most important part here is how to fill the wallet with money. In this case, with Bitcoins. In Spain, and it's worldwide, it's very used for ransomware. People ask you to make a transfer with Ucash or Bitcoins. In Ucash, you buy a PIN code that is money. If you buy a PIN code that it's you can share that PIN code with the ransom, with the cyber criminal person, and this guy will have the money you have paid in his country. So what I've done is I went to a phone booth and I bought a Ucash PIN. With the Ucash PIN, there are some websites that make the conversions or make the service to buy your Ucash PIN and to give you Bitcoins. The rate is extremely bad because more or less you will lose something like the 40 or 50% of the value of your money, but you will have Bitcoins from an unknown place. So that money, it's not possible to be traced, okay? Because you have bought a Ucash PIN in a shop that is far from your home and with no webcams, and it's a very difficult way to trace you, okay? After that, I don't want to be to go every day to to a mall, to a Starbucks, to a hotel or something to connect to the internet. And of course, I will not hack or crack, sorry, my neighbor's wireless, because I prefer to buy some kind of service like iPredator. It's a VPN service that allows you to make a VPN connection to create an encrypted tunnel to forward all your network traffic through it. So, and it is possible to be paid in Bitcoins. So what I have to do is to first buy this kind of service, an iPredator, for example, and after that I can connect from my home to iPredator services. iPredator says that it does not keep logs, so my traffic will be encrypted to iPredator server, and after that I can browse directly and safe, more or less. And I will need some free website to host my poison website in webhost.com. In the paranoid way, yeah, the paranoid way. So more things to do. I have installed a virtual guest machine with encrypted file system over a host encrypted file system. Okay, so this virtual guest machine, will be a Linux with Lux in this case to encrypt the file system, and I have installed a squid proxy configured in the anonymous way, again in the paranoid way. You know that when you are browsing the internet through a proxy, in the headers you are sending, sorry, the proxy is sending, you will have sometimes your real IP address. So I have configured a squid to delete or not to send the x444 header with my real IP address. This way I will have the final IP address only. Okay, but this squid, this machine, is going to be connected directly with iPredator, okay, through a VPN tunnel. So I will have a router to iPredator through my normal gateway. Okay, but the default gateway of this machine will be at the end of the tunnel, so at the end of iPredator service. And it's recommended, as you will have a virtual interface, a tune interface in this machine, it's recommended to enable a firewall for incoming traffic, because you will be exposed directly to the internet. So in this case, it's, well, another task to be done. Optional, first of this, you can use Tor to make previous encapsulation. This way, when you are connecting to iPredator, you are going through Tor. It is going to be extremely slow, but of course more secure. After that, we will use Raiden Engine Spoofer to spoof our user agent, and if we want, we can spoof also the IP address in a header. Okay, so saying we are connecting from a random IP address. It will be something like this, to be more graphic. Okay, I am connecting from my computer. My computer is going to connect through a virtual machine via wireless to another machine. I am connecting from via SSH to the proxy encrypted machine with the squid. This machine is connected through VPN tunnel to iPredator through the internet, the normal internet, of course. And my traffic will go out from iPredator servers. In this case, they are in Sweden. Okay, so who are we going to cheat? In fact, it's not cheat; it's fool. The right word. Sorry, cheat is a different kind of word to say engañar in Spanish. We are going to fool a person like this. We need, in this case, to go ahead with public servants in the ministries. Okay, so what we need is to think on something that could make it attractive to people. So something like this, for example, if we offer them something like free and sex, 2 magic words. In Spain, and I think that in every country in the world, this will, or something like this will work. Okay, if we are going to offer something free, the people will attend you, will pay attention to you, and of course, if we mix sex in the same sentence, you have a win, of course. So in this case, what was the channel used? LinkedIn profile instead of Facebook, Twitter, etc. I have used LinkedIn profile. First of everything, to create and every time we browse the internet, what we do is to connect always directly through the VPN tunnel. So the first thing we have to do is to check IP address with services like which is my IP address. In Spanish is cuál es mi IP.com, for example, whatever. Another measure we could use is to browse the internet in porn mode. Yeah, you know that your browser has a private mode. We usually call porn mode because it's created for to protect your privacy. Yes, of course, to browse porn. Okay, so in porn mode, okay, it will not track some stuff from you. It will not track cookies and different stuff. Okay, will not keep your history and temporal files, etc. It's recommended also to fill with crap network traffic. So if you are able to start some kind of a mule or BitTorrent or some kind of traffic of bad traffic, but a lot of traffic in the same connection, it's better. Why? Because you will work along the same channel with all this traffic. So the guy who had to make the forensics with all this traffic will have a lot of work to do. Okay. We will need an email address, so we will use our Hotmail or Outlook or Gmail or whatever email address we have created. We have to create a profile. In this case, we are going to use social engineering, so we need a name. The name should be suggestive, non-common, but avoided exoticisms. As I said before, we don't want to stand out, so we want to be unknown. We want to be unnoticed. Okay, so in this case, we are going to create a normal name, but a different name, but not very weird. Okay, we have to upload a picture. Be careful with the metadata of the picture you upload. Of course, it will be a fake picture, maybe a stolen picture or something. I don't care. And you will have to create some kind of past and present. It's important to put to set where you are now, but it's even important, even more important, to make a history, to make a believable history, to make a past. You have studied in some kind of school, you have different employments before, different kind of experiences, hobbies, skills, whatever. And here comes the poison. You will put your personal website. So if we are setting up a LinkedIn profile with an attractive girl, okay, what we need is to put a personal website where people, the curiosity of people will browse this place. And what will happen when people is going to click in this URL? Okay, they will go to a malicious website that at the beginning will extract, in this phase, all this information: date, IP address, referrer, user agent. This is something normal that we will be extracted with every web server. Okay, but an APT is well known to exploit some kind of component, some kind of the browser's component we need, okay, or we typically use, like Java, Flash versions, QuickTime, etc. So how are we going to get this information? Okay, we are going to use a plugin detector. It is made with JavaScript, and what we do is to have in a file every record of people who are connecting to our web server. So we will have here a PHP file finally all this JavaScript stuff at the beginning, and we will have the IP address, the user agent, the referrer, the date, okay, and the versions that we will have, we will extract with the PinLady plugin detector I said before, okay? So we will keep all this information in a variable called keep. Perfect. And finally, we will call a form in a post with all this information. The value is keep, okay? And the main PHP will have this data with data and will keep it in a file called stats.txt. So the website the curious guy will see is a place, an empty place with under construction icon or under construction picture. So okay, I have nothing to see here, okay, no problem, but in this stage we have stolen all this information I said before to this visit, okay? We will have in this file, the stats.txt, every line will have a look and feel like this, with the date, the time, the IP address, user agent, and the versions, separated with a pipe separator, okay? It's easy, it's nice, because it's easy to be imported with Excel after. You know, finally everybody use Excel, so it will make the life easier for everyone in this case. So something like this is the LinkedIn profile I created. I said that I was an administrative in the Employment and Social Security Ministry. I have hidden all sensitive information in this case to avoid, you know, for privacy in this case, okay? And if you go to the details, you will have here my email address in my Outlook address and the personal website. So you cannot figure out how many people clicked here. Move, because wow, the picture looks nice. Okay, let's see what happened inside. So now we have to have a strategy. Who are we going to fool? We are going to fool public servant people. So what we need is to know their schedule. So if we add them, or if we make them click or move their curiosity since 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., it's more likely they will click from the corporative PC, because they are at the office at that time. After that time, well, it's more likely to use the mobile device, okay? And as you will see later in the results of this experiment, you will see that a lot of people use their mobile devices, okay? Even at office time. So this is something related to the bring your own device. So in this case, we can extrapolate the results and extrapolate, you know, the danger of people doing this. So stuff I had several problems adding people, because LinkedIn does not allow you to add people if you don't know him. In fact, at the beginning, you can do it via email, but of course I don't know anybody at the beginning, so I want to go ahead. So I had to browse different profiles. I have to search for ministries in Google, ministries in groups, stuff related to different groups related to public administration in Spain. At the beginning, I wanted to contact a targeted ministry, just one, but as I was not very successful, I have to open my hand. So I have to to open the target. Okay, I have to go to different ministries. I don't care who, but okay, add to whoever who works in I don't care the ministry. Okay, to generate trustness in my profile, what I have to add different gender contacts. I don't. As I was a girl, I didn't want to have only men. That is in this case my main target. Okay, but I prefer to create a normal profile, and a normal profile should have men and women. So go to add both kind of genders, and it was good for this experiment. You have to have past life contacts. If you have set in your profile that you have an old employment, it's important to have contacts from this invented works. Okay, so add work colleagues that you don't know but don't care, but it will be better, and it will make it more believable to people. Okay. The same with the schoolmates and people who do the same than you, skills, hobbies, etc. As I said before, add to related groups and make Google hacking to do this, to click on every profile you think that could be interesting for this kind of experiment. After do that, and as soon as you have different contacts, LinkedIn will do the rest for you, because LinkedIn will recommend you new contacts to add or to visit. So do it. Make what LinkedIn recommends you. In my experiment, I have to say that I have another obstacle, because there were summer holidays. I started this in Spain in July, and you know, if a lot of people most of the people is on holidays on July and August, and it was the time I had to do this kind of experiment. So what I found here, okay, I have like my grandpa several stories to tell, okay, and I'm going to share with you some of them. I have, you know, different kind of profile people making life in LinkedIn. I can tell you, for example, the mistrusted or suspicious guy that was not didn't trust me at the beginning, okay, and as I add him, I said, okay, I will translate for you. I would like to add you to my professional network in LinkedIn. Ah, okay, good night, good night. It is 1:42 p.m. 42 a.m. Okay, good night. I have seen that you know somebody. What about him? A long time ago, I have no news about him. I cannot trust this, okay? Maybe the guy he's asking me is his colleague that is seated in front of him in the same room. I cannot trust it, okay? So my answer was, hey, hello, I don't know him. I have started little, you know, I have started some time ago with LinkedIn, and I started to make contacts in public administrations. Okay. So, okay, good afternoon. I understand, but why do you, what's your target to make contacts with people that you don't know? Because in LinkedIn, what is important is to have some relation, and after that, to share this contact in LinkedIn. Well, okay. Do you work in some subject related to R&D? Which area are you working? I have seen you also have as a contact to another guy, okay? So, well, it's a guy who is not going to be my victim. Another profile, a very interesting profile I had, was the intriguing extroverted one. Okay, this one thought that we are going in a chat. Okay, because he started to ask me and to say hello and how are you. Fine, I asked in a different DM. Okay, in a different in private message. He said, I am flying tonight from wherever to Madrid, and I will be working on Wednesday in the, he said, the building he was working. And you? Wow, you are in this kind of country. It will be amazing. I am enjoying my holidays yet until September. I was some time ago in Lisbon with friends, but maybe you have seen in my blog, because I had to make a blog. You will see later. Okay, I am beginning, and I put and I type the URL to make this person click, of course, because I want him to click. Okay. Well, he said, add me to Facebook, look for my Hotmail, but because I have set up my Facebook to avoid being found by name, and well, different stuff. Okay, because this guy wants privacy. Yeah, and he's writing and telling me a lot of stuff without knowing me. Okay, but why? It's okay. So after that, I was on holidays myself, so I said, okay, I have to say to this guy, hey, I wasn't able to write you, to answer you, so I was sick, so so please forgive me. So okay, well, I'm afraid of you're sick. I have to, yeah, same, you know, because I said I had a flu. So okay, talking about the travel to the country he was, I would like to give you a gift, a little gift, okay, without no value, but yeah, you know, I would like you to have it. But for the moment, we are not friends. We are secret friends. So someday I will give you your gift. Well, okay. So this guy wanted to have something with my female profile, of course, because of the picture was very interesting. Okay. So after that, I have to recognize I have done something not good. I have added a person I know who works in public administration. Okay, so, and I know this person is some kind of LinkedIn addict. Okay, and I knew I was going to be successful with this profile. So as soon as I had added him, of course he accepted me, and he was clicked on my website, my malicious website. Okay, and he looked for my email address and sent me an email saying, good morning, my name. How are you? It's a pleasure to be in contact with you via LinkedIn and via email. I am sending you my professional contact details, and I am also sending you a picture. Wow, really? Please do send me your professional details. Thank you very much. Oh my God. I didn't ask anything to this guy, just add him to LinkedIn. Okay, but there are people that is very, you know, well, it's very addicted to LinkedIn, to this kind of social networks. So you want to see people who took the bait, okay? I have seen subdirectors in the president's ministries, subdirectors in the public administrations, and people who charge money every year for every Spanish person. Boss area in the agriculture and the green ministry. Okay, government director in the president's ministry. So I had a lot of very important contacts in the public administration in Spain. So different stuff, the endorsements. You know that LinkedIn sends you or allows you to endorse people you know, to endorse old colleagues you know. So my LinkedIn addict wrote me a new email saying, "Hello, how are you? I have tried to value your skills, but LinkedIn is not allowing me. I have seen that you studying in the school I said, like my sons. Okay, what about the change from Vodafone to the ministry? Because I said I was going before at Vodafone in a shop. Okay, so this guy, the LinkedIn addict I was talking about before, was tried to endorse me, to endorse my skills, but I don't know what he was going to endorse me, because I do not exist. Okay, so, and of course he does not know me, so I don't know. You can see this is all a fake. This is all a crap. Okay, LinkedIn is not a valid a valid source to recommend people, because everyone endorses everybody, even without knowing them. Okay, so endorsements. Okay, and congratulations. When you change, when you switch, when you move to a new employment, a new job, okay, LinkedIn informs to everybody that you are in a new job. So people who, in my case, does not know me, send emails to me saying, congratulations, I hope you the best in your new job. Wow, even if you don't know me. Okay, so you can see the psychological profiles of people. In this case, people who works for the government of my country. Okay, but they are good people, of course. And we have, and I have several got in the wind apps. Okay, this is Google Translate. In Spanish, we say acojono. It means like when you have, when you are afraid of something, and you say, "Oh my God, what the hell am I doing?" Right? Because in my case, because of some kind of randomness, I have received from my LinkedIn account, the Lorenzo Martinez Rodriguez, the real one account, I have received, before to start this this experiment, before starting this, I have received an email saying, "Hey, Tío Madrid," like in English should be something like Madrid guy or Madrid uncle. It's the same word used in Spanish for the same for both meanings. Okay, now is service boss in the industry, tourism and sales ministry. Okay, commerce ministry. Okay, so I don't know. I have shared this information only with Jawa at this moment. So what I am doing? Okay, what is happening? Is there this kind of randomness, or really I am having I have been pursued or something? I don't know. Maybe the intelligence service of my country is doing a good job in this case, and maybe this is some kind of some of warning. Okay, I don't know. Okay, as I said before, I wasn't able to have information of a lot of people. I had a lot of contacts, but they were every time always they are less that they want the amount you want. Okay, so I said, okay, I have to have more people, and I want to have more people clicking in my profile. Remember, there were holidays time in Spain, so what I have done is, okay, I have to create a new experience or something for new people who visit my profile, has the chance to click on my malicious website. Okay, so I have created a blog. Hello, I starting writing a blog. I'm going to start talking about my my adventures in Portugal last week. I hope to write open, and here is the link. So I could use a malicious website even here, because LinkedIn is going to short the link by itself. So it was very funny, because I took some kind of measures to avoid people suspect, but in this case LinkedIn helped me to avoid even the suspects, because LinkedIn short the link. Okay, so this was my the place, the URL I wanted people to click. So you can see www.something-site90.com Portugal PHP. Okay, but you see here it's Portugal, right? But I can tell you it's not true, because I have used a technique called typo squatting that I think most of you will know, but you are not clicking on Portugal PHP, you are clicking on Portuga, and this is a capital I .php. And as you can see in the third sentence, you can see Portugal PHP versus Portugal PHP. In fact, it's Portuga I PHP versus Portugal PHP. Why? Because I need people click in a first stage URL, in a first stage web page, where all its information is going to be leached first, and this web will call to the real Portugal PHP. As you can see, this is the one, but this place will store first the data value in the file called stats.txt. So I want information, and I want it in a file, okay? And after that, I will have the the normal HTML code for the blog I have written. It's okay. So in this case, as you will see later, a lot of people has used LinkedIn used to use LinkedIn using his personal mobile device. Okay, so when you browse to the typo squatted the first stage URL, you will see a quick flash, because it will leach the information and redirect to the real place, the Portugal stuff. So something normal, okay, nothing will realize or nothing will notice about it. So this is my blog I'm introducing to you. It's a normal blog. It's something with some kind of pictures about my holidays in Portugal. Nothing crap. Okay, so the way I created this was using pure HTML. I didn't want to use some kind of CMS, something that I don't know what I am downloading and uploading. I don't want to review every line of code of the blog I created. I prefer to do it, in the hard way, in VI in my case. And you have to have in mind to remove all picture metadata. Don't care about you borrowed it, because maybe you have stolen from Google or from a different website. As you can see here, I have it seems to be myself, okay, my human profile, looking for nothing, for the sea, okay, in the beach. So it's important to delete all metadata. You don't know who is going to analyze that. So in my case, the way you write should fit the profile, the psychological profile of the character you are representing, you are performing. Okay, if you are performing a girl of 25 years old, more or less, you have to write like her. You have to talk about human stuff, about I don't know, about some to be sensible people. It's important to put in the shoes of the person you are performing. In my case, some kind of subtle misspellings. In my case, in Spain, we use accents in the vowels in sometimes. Okay, so I have well, I usually type very well, but in this case, I try to write in a different way, like I should do. Okay, it's some kind of the psychological profile of the person I want to perform. So after this, friends will be friends in this case. Who are my friends now? The friends I have here, of course, I will not expose their information, the real information, but some kind of statistics for you. Okay, if we sort them for ministry, okay, Hacienda, I don't know how to translate it to English. It's you know, where the taxes ministry. Okay, I don't know, the ministry in charge of you know, to get the taxes from Spanish citizens, and I don't know what they do with our money. So I have 11 contacts from this kind of ministry. Industry, energy, insurance, 5 contacts. Presidents, 4 contacts. Employment and Social Security, 3 contacts. And 22 contacts of the rest of ministries. Okay, if we do this like the you know, the same statistics, and we sort by the charge they occupy, for the, you know, the title they use working, you can see assessors 6, area boss or area or service or section or unit boss 18, subdirector or subdirector, in Spain we use subdirector or subdirector or subdirectora depending on the gender. The female is subdirectora and the male is subdirector. 10, director or director A 6, employment inspector 3. So maybe next year I will have some kind of issue with my company. And others 9. So you can see the kind of people that accept without checking anything about the person is accepting, or even clicking in its website without checking anything. You can see the amount of people who trust LinkedIn because of what they say. Okay, so, and where are you from, dude? Okay, I have IP addresses from the public service of state employment, or the employment and social security ministry, and the economy and competitivity ministry, for example. You know, I have information from these places. Okay, vulnerable clients. Remember, I list all the information from these people. You know, the contact information, the user agent, and the components, the web components I was able to detect with these plugins. Okay, so you can see here a lot of people connecting from iPhone OS 7.11. I have to say that 7.12 was the latest version released by Apple at that time. Okay, so most of people who used Apple was okay because they were using 7.12. But a lot of people using Android, here you can see different versions, different ROMs being used. Even Gingerbread, even 2.3.6 version. It's a very old one. Another version here is a cyanogen mod, so it's a cooked ROM. It's not probably a rooted one, and it's important because probably this person is prone to be you know, to install something that you can send him. Why? Because probably he has root the phone to install wherever and has enabled the trust on, or enabled the third party repositories, probably. And what about the fixed personal computers? You can see operating systems like Windows XP, Windows 7, even Vista were here, okay, with different information. This is only the user agent, and of course, important, Linux. It's okay, Ubuntu in this case. But what about the component versions? Java, you can see here, Java 1.6.0.29, quite old. Java 1.7.0.77, quite, it's old in this case, 65. So you can see the versions of different components here, okay, in an Excel. So to sum up, if we want to exploit or to attack the clients that I know who they are, or I can short the list considerable that they are using iOS 7.11. They have several. I have here the release notes of the fix that iOS 7.12 fixes. So we will have 14 different security fixes from 7.11 to 7.12. So I could use them to exploit or to get some information from the people who is using it. Android 2.3.6. What the fuck? Okay. Java, old Java under Windows 7. Very old Java also on under Windows XP. Windows XP is out of security patches since April, as far as I remember, and well, Flash and Silverlight versions, old version. So what I was talking about, Apple, we can have a list here. WebKit, a maliciously crafted website may be able to spoof its domain name in the address bar. Yes, I can set a title with a normal place. I am fishing, for example, I don't know, Gmail or iTunes or something, Apple or something, and really it is connecting to a malicious website. So a different impact. Visiting a maliciously crafted website may lead to unexpected application termination or arbitrary code execution. More about it. Safari. Visiting a maliciously crafted website may lead to unexpected application termination or arbitrary code execution. More or less the same. I can create a WebKit, a normal application that uses WebKit, or directly a website to be browsed with Safari. So, else, what I could, between quotes, have done. I said could because you will not know if I have done it or not. Part of them. I could create a phishing campaign. Like in Spain, every ministry website ends in gov.es, but gov with a 0 is available, that domain. So every domain, every ministry has a subdomain of gov.es. What I have done in my case was to buy this ES domain with g0b.es. So it's okay, it's not a crime. I am doing something normal via buying it with bitcoins, in my case, to be untraceable. And what you have to do when you buy when you register a domain is to provide some kind of information. Of course, as I am doing domains for bitcoins, I provided false information. False information related to my name, my surname, my address, and even my DNI, my Spanish ID, remember. But you will say, wow, but it's not going to work because somebody is going to check something. No, nobody check anything. And I have now, because just for 8.5 euros, that in my case were more or less the double, because remember my bitcoins were bought through Ucash first. After this, I have gov.es domain. I control that domain. Okay, so after this, what I can do is to buy a VPS somewhere in VPAs for Bitcoins, a place who allowed me to pay monthly with Bitcoins for a VPS very, very, very cheap, like something like $3 per month. I will have a machine, in fact I have it, a machine, a VPS in Netherlands, okay, hosted in Netherlands, and I can pay with all these methods that you can see at the right of the screen, okay? Among them, Bitcoins. You can use PayPal, I don't recommend it, Cashew, a different web money, Western Union. I don't know if these places require me an ID, a physical ID, or if I can fool the person to do it, but I didn't try. I had Bitcoins to do it. And they provide me a Netherlands hosted VPS, and the company is in Dubai. So they don't care about what I am doing with the machine, and I don't care also what I am doing with it. And even you can buy SSL certificates if you need. So the easy way to do this, to achieve this, was could be to create a fake website, okay, a phishing website with a subdomain g0b.es with some kind of component waiting for a Metasploit handler with a browser autopwn module, okay? So it could be possible, but as we have the right information to be used, I could be smarter than that and to create a website that redirects depending on the user agent, okay? So first of everything, the user agent, I could say, okay, go to the Windows XP or whatever, or the Android or whatever the web page I want you to redirect you, okay? And as I know the versions of different components you have here, the Java, Flash, Silverlight, etc., even I could program depending on the IP address you are coming from the fixed places, and the versions only from for the mobile devices, I could redirect to a proper place to exploit the right you know, to exploit the version you have, you know, to exploit something that could affect you, okay? For example, in iOS, I could make a phishing based, a timeout-based phishing, providing you, I don't know, a new website in the g0b.es domain, or a subdomain of it, making you to set your credentials for something. Why not? Set a valid URL in the title or something like that. Android, I could use a add JavaScript interface, WebView add JavaScript interface exploit that exists in Metasploit, or even I can use the USSD vulnerabilities that existed in old versions, and we have seen, Rahul and myself seen from Ravi, another Indian guy, released in Ecoparty 2012. Else, you can see here what I could have done, that in fact I have done it. You can see here I cloned the website using set. You know, set is a tool that is contained in the Kali distribution. For example, it's the social engineering toolkit, and what it does, is to clone the real website domain at that time it clones it creates some kind of link to the real icons, to the real pictures, and the text is the real one. So you are visiting my site, but you will think you are visiting the real website. In this case, I have used Minetur, is Turin's Energy and Industry Ministry. That is the place where it's supposed I was working at that time. Here you can see that in the real website there is a place, a link called datos.gov.es. So data.g0b.es. Okay, I could manage myself to redirect the victim to click on this one. I have modified this link to go to my one, to datos.g0b.es. Okay. And what do you see in the real one? You see that there is some kind of applications for mobile applications. Okay. In this case is Balnearios de España, is some kind of Spanish spa. Okay. So you are browsing my site, not the real one. What I could do is to say, okay, to the guy who was interested on me because I was an attractive girl, what I could do, sorry, is to say, hey, you cannot figure out because I have seen traveling a lot for Spain, and because I am participating on the new Spanish spa applications and for Android, and well, I have a lot of pictures made in swimming pools and wherever. So what do you think? That he's not going to click? Of course he's going to do it. So for Android, you will have to buy it in the Google Play, the real one. Okay, but what I should say to him is something like, yes, but this one is not in the beta version is not yet in Google Play, so you can download it from here, from my site. You can see gov.es g0b, but maybe he will not notice about it, and you can download this APK. Okay, this APK. Oh, but it fails because it says that it is not an original one. Yes, because it's signed with the ministry certificate, but not yet from Google. But yeah, you trust me, of course. So do you want to see my pictures in the swimming pool? Yes or no? Okay. So probably he's going to take the bait. Okay. And what happens when he installs this application? I have binded a Trojan, okay, called Androrat. It's an open source Trojan that what it does is it decompiles the real application and adds some stuff to be controlled, to connect to a CNC, and to be controlled some kind of actions from the CNC. Okay, in this case, I have, it's the flag because of the country. I have done what you are watching here is made from my phone. Okay, so it's not from anybody, and we can do a lot of stuff here, take pictures, etc. Okay. And you will say, okay, but this is possible because it was not on HTTPS, because with SSL it will not be possible. Well, we don't know it, because you are able to buy a Comodo SSL certificate just for 4.5 euros. So, and you can pay it with Bitcoins, of course, in SurfStrong, for example. I don't know if they are going to request me different information than when I requested the domain. Maybe they could compare the information, the domain information against the information I am sharing here. I don't know what they should do because I didn't do it. And the last thing we can do is if the person we are going to fool or we are in contact to is not trusting us, what we could do is something to spoof a call. Okay, so the paranoid way to do this is to connect via wireless. In this case, it's not. There is a very bad quality if you don't want it to pay an international call. What I have done is to install OpenVPN in the Android mobile phone. I connected to iPredator directly from this mobile, from this OpenVPN. After that, I have used Google Hangouts Dialer that allows to call for free to a North American number, okay, mobile number. And I have hired a spoof card service. That this service, that of course allows you to pay with bitcoins, as you can see here. This service allows you to set up a call. When you say, I want to call this number. I want the display shows this number. Okay, in my case, I'm going to display the public number, the public phone number that is shown in the website of the ministry it's supposed I am working for. Okay, and after that, you can record the call, and you can set a filter to create a female voice. Okay. And as I am sure you will not believe me, what I am going to do is to set a video here showing you what could happen, okay? So I know what you did last summer in this case, and listen here.
Hola, soy... Ah, ¿qué tal? ¿Pero de dónde me llamas? ¿91? 349 4640. Sí, desde el edificio de Castellana, donde trabajo. Espero que a partir de ahora no pongas en duda lo que te diga. La mujer ya no, pero tendremos que quedar algún día para darte el regalo que tengo para ti. No es de gran cosa, es solo un detalle, pero con mucho cariño, eso sí. Uy, no sé, yo es que soy muy tímida, pero bueno, ya lo hablaremos por LinkedIn mejor. Bueno, que solo quería saludarte. Hablamos. Venga, un beso, bonita.
So, what you can see here, I don't know if you were able to follow the subtitles, but in Spain we usually talk so fast, and I don't know, I try to do my best. And what you can see here is that my voice, it's my real voice with a female filter. In this case, my voice with this filter is not very good because my voice is very, with the combination of both stuff, the merged result is very, very robotic or very metallic voice. But trust me that I have been victim from a friend of mine who made this joke for me, and believe me, I was convinced he was a girl because the voice was completely perfect. Well, so that was almost everything. So see you soon. 3 years and 1 day because of this. Now, just wanted to say the same again as disclaimer and conclusions. To carry out this talk in the investigation and execution phase, some irregularities were committed. I know, okay, but the goal is academic. I have no other intention. I don't want to offend and make fun on anybody. That's the reason I protected every information shown here. And I have given all the information, I have provided all this information, the real one, information and verbose explanations to the e-crime, the telematic e-crimes unit, okay, in Spain. and okay, they know exactly everything. They know about the domain, the Spanish registration, and they know that I will not use it for anything bad. So I declared that domain belongs to me, even that the name and the details I provided are not the real ones, but they know it. So, and they know the real identity of people who have who took the bait. Okay. So the main idea, the main goal of this work, of this experience, is to make security in the ministries smarter, and to make more effective, and to allow, to avoid these kind of situations could happen anymore. So now that's everything. Thanks a lot. I don't know if you have any question. I don't know if you want to send it by email. I don't know if Rahul want me to answer something here. I don't know exactly how this works, about this about the way Garage4Hackers works to do this. And well, that's all, folks.
Hey, thanks a lot, Lorenzo. We have one question. We'll send it to you over email, and
Okay.
we'll post the answer on forum.
Oh, okay.
That was
Okay.
an excellent talk. Thanks a lot for your time. Appreciate it. The recorded video would be up, and we'll be sharing it to all the users who missed it. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.